know Jeepers Creepers was based on a true story. Check this out. Yeah, check this out.
Most of us have seen Jeepers Creepers from 2001, but I feel like a lot of you don't realize that the beginning of that movie is based on a real story, a real situation that happened. In 1990, 46-year-old Dennis Depew murdered his wife Marilyn and stashed her body. But the story is extremely bizarre. Although the director has never come out and said it, it's pretty obvious that this story is basically that's the beginning of Jeepers Creepers. So I wanted to come over and see for myself, see the abandoned school, and drive down South Prairie Road. This is where it all took place. Easter Sunday, 1990. Ray and Marie Thornton are driving down this road, South Prairie Road. A Chevy van comes up behind them very quickly and then very aggressively passes them at a high rate of speed. And that's when Marie Thornton says, referencing the license plate, geez, that guy's in a rush. They have a laugh about it and continue on down this road.
I think this shit's true, man.
And just a few miles further, they come across the abandoned schoolhouse, and it's there that they see that van again. They see a man, and he looks like he's holding a blanket or a sheet that is full of blood, or at least it's red. At the time, they don't know. And here it is. The actual school, built in 1908. This is it. This is where Ray and Marie Thornton drove by and saw that same vehicle and that man. His car, I believe, was parked right in here. I believe this is where the big tank was. And he was somewhere back here. They see him with a blanket or a sheet. And that's right when Marie says, what is that? That man, he has a blood-soaked sheet or something. And they were like, look, we're not hanging around. Let's get out of here. So they take off. They realize they probably better get the heck out of this area, so they keep on driving. They kind of take off. And a few miles down the road, that same vehicle, that Chevy van, right on their bumper, riding their bumper. And now they are freaking out. What is this guy doing? This goes on for a few miles until the Thorntons pull off and head down a different road. They can see in their rearview mirror that the vehicle has pulled off at the intersection. He's on the side of the road. And they say, you know what? We need to turn around. Very ballsy couple, the Thorntons. We need to turn around, and we need to get a description of this vehicle, get the license plate, because he's up to something. We don't know what that whole thing was with the blanket. He was trying to put it into the ground. They turn around. They come back to the intersection. The van is still there, and that man is switching his license plates. The passenger door is open, and Marie Thornton can see that it is covered with blood. And they're like, we're out of here. They take off, head back in the direction of the school. They want to go see what this guy was doing. They head back. They end up at the school again. Believe it or not, they get out. They need to see what this guy was stashing. What was he doing? What was that sheet or that blanket? So they get out of their car and they walk down and they find a little animal hole, and it's there that they find a blood-soaked blanket. He was trying to put that down a hole unsuccessfully.
A deep recession is coming. The
Damn.
Fed just reset the market, and Michael
Y'all
Burry,
have to
the
watch
same
this
guy
on
who
your
predicted
own,
the
man. Y'all have to sit there,
unsuccessfully.
Yeah.
It's a big misconception that he had anything to do with the inside of the school. He didn't stash anything in the school. There was no body found in the school. I think he pulled over to try to stash that bloody blanket, or possibly even to, if he found a good spot, to stash Marilyn.